If you want to come to the UK, depending on your situation and even your nationality, you may need a visa. Each visa category has eligibility criteria, and in some cases, you will be required to have a UK-based sponsor. Applying for a UK visa will normally require an adequate portfolio of documents. And in fact, for some visas, you might need a professional immigration advisor to guide you. Now, I'm not a professional immigration advisor. Maybe I'll be in the future. Never say never. But I've been in the UK for some time now and have done some bit of research from the UK government website and from some immigration specialists. So I can provide you with some educational information on the overview of UK visas. But please, do not take my word for it. By all means, do your own independent research. And if you can afford, speak to a professional immigration advisor. Thank you. There are so many UK visas. They keep growing by the minute. But to help you appreciate the visas available for you to choose from, I'm going to adopt the categorization done by the Immigration Advice Service, IAS. Now, the IAS is not sponsoring this video. I wish they were, but I find their information easy to follow, and they are immigration lawyers, so there's that sense of reliability. So, if you visit their website, they've categorized the UK visas as follows: family, partner, business, UK skilled work, study in the UK, temporary worker, UK visitor, and UK short stay. Alright, so let's look at the family visas. Parent of a British national or settled person. A settled person is someone who has an indefinite leave to remain status, or simply put, a permanent resident status in the UK. So if you have a kid who is a British citizen or settled in England under 18 and living an independent life in the UK, you can apply for this permit. Then we have parent of a British national or settled person. If you have a kid under 18, you can include that kid as your dependent and apply for a family visa for him or her. Then we have the adults coming to be cared for by a relative. According to the IAS, to be eligible, your designated relative must be a British national or settled person. In addition, this person must be able to support, accommodate, and care for you without claiming public funds. Then we have the UK Ancestry Visa. If you are a Commonwealth citizen or you can prove that one of your grandparents was a UK national, you can apply for this visa. Then we have the European Economic Area EEA permit. This visa is for those who live outside the EEA and want to join their family in the UK within 6 months from the date of the application. So the EEA is an international agreement between European Union (EU) and 3 of the 4 non-EU member countries: Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Norway. The agreement is meant for easy movement of persons, goods, services, and capital within the borders of the countries involved. Okay, so the next category of visa is the partner visas. So in the UK, the word partner means those who are engaged to each other, or those who are married, or those who are in civil relationship. So if you can prove that you are in any of these kinds of relationship with a British national or settled person, then you can apply for the visas that fall under this category. Number 1 is the spouse visa or the marriage visa. Then we have the fiancé visa for one engaged to a British national or settled person and intends to get married in the UK. We have the unmarried partner visa for those in civil partnership. So in the UK, the word civil partnership is a legal relationship between opposite sex and same-sex couples. It was actually created for same-sex couples under the Civil Partnership Act 2004, but in 2019 it was expanded to include opposite-sex couples. The next visa category is the business visas. These kind of visas are for high-value migrants, such as international entrepreneurs or investors who wish to invest their capital or set up a business in the UK. So under this category, we have visas like the Global Talent Visa for those who work in specific fields like the STEM fields, arts and social sciences, architecture, fashion, media, etc., and are internationally recognized as leaders in their field. Then we have the Innovator Visa for experienced business people wanting to start a business in the UK. It requires a capital investment of at least £50,000. Then we have the Investor Visa. This is for investors who can invest at least £2 million in the UK. Then we have the Startup Visa for individuals who want to set up their first business in the UK. Moving on is the UK Skilled Work Visas. This category of UK visas is suitable for applicants who have been offered a skilled job such as accountancy, IT or healthcare by a UK-based sponsor. The employer must hold or request a certificate of sponsorship. The Skilled Worker Visa is the main visa for skilled workers, but there are also several different categories of visas available for skilled workers. So the 4 types of visas under this category are Skilled Worker Visa for international workers who have received a job offer for a position that is either on the shortage occupations list or for which there are not enough skilled workers in the domestic labor market. Then we have the Senior or Specialist Worker Visa. This category of UK visas is accessible only for existing employees who work abroad but need to be transferred to a UK branch of their company. This permit is available for both long-term staff and for new graduate trainees. Then we have the Sports Person Visa for internationally established athletes and qualified coaches. They can apply for this kind of visa, but they must be recognized or endorsed by their sports governing body. Then we have the Minister of Religion Visa. This permit is targeted at religious workers and missionaries who need to undertake employment within a faith community based in the UK. The next category of visa is the Student UK Visas. These visas allow international students to enter the UK after they have received enrollment at a school, college or university in the UK. To be eligible, applicants must hold a Confirmation of Acceptance of Studies, CAS, at a UK educational institution. Under this category, we have the following visas. Student Visa. So if you are 18 years and above and you've been offered an admission to study in a recognized educational institution in the UK, you can apply for this visa. Then we have the Child Student Visa. This one is for international students under 18 years. Then we have Short-Term Study Visa. This visa is for those who are coming to the UK for 6 to 11 months to take a short course such as training course or English language course. Okay, the next category is the Temporary Worker Visas. These visas are for those who want to come to the UK for a limited amount of time and do not intend to settle in the country. So we have visas like Charity Worker Visa for workers who have an unpaid or voluntary job offer. Then we have the Creative and Sports Person Visa for highly skilled creative workers or sports people who have been offered a job in the UK. Then we have the International Agreement Visa for workers who have a job that is covered by international law such as diplomatic or embassy workers. Then we have the Youth Mobility Scheme Visa. This visa enables international workers aged 18 to 30 and who are nationals of one of the countries listed in the Youth Mobility Scheme to live and work in the UK for up to 2 years. Great, now let's look at the last 2 categories, UK Visitor Visas and UK Short Stay Visas. If you want to come to the UK for business, leisure or to get private medical treatment, you can apply for a visitor visa. The visas that fall into this category are the following. Standard Visitor Visa. This visa can be used to come to the UK for unpaid business appointments or artistic work or to receive medical, treatment, private medical treatment in the country or for leisure purposes. Then we have the Visitors in Transit Visa. Some travelers need a visa if they have to make a transit in the UK while on their way to another country. Then we have the Permitted Paid Engagement Visa. This visa is for those who have been accorded a special invitation to undertake a specialized task. So professionals like actors, artists, academics, broadcasters, researchers, etc. can apply for this kind of visa. The last category is the UK Short Stay Visa. It is the kind of visa meant for tourism or business for up to 6 months. So we have visas such as short-term study visa. This visa is for those who wish to enter the UK to study a short course or for a short period of research as part of their international degree course. Then parent of a child visa. If you have a kid here in the UK who attends an independent fee-paying school, you can apply to visit your kid on this visa. Then we have visitor visa for Chinese tour groups. As the name implies, this visa is exclusively for Chinese tour groups of a minimum of 5 people that are organized by an ADS licensed Chinese tour operator. In fact, there are a couple of visas like that in the UK that are reserved exclusively for some nationalities. An example is a Ukrainian family visa for Ukrainians who want to come to the UK as refugees due to the war in their country. Okay, folks, I have done my best to give a high-level overview of the visas in the UK. This is not an exhaustive list. The best way to know more is to hop on the UK government website gov.uk and just search the word visa, or you can scroll to the bottom and click on visas and immigration. If for some reason you cannot access the UK government website, you can leave a question in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer. But remember that I am not an immigration specialist, so whatever response I will give will be purely educational and not intended for decision making. Thanks so much for sticking around with me, and I will see you in the next video.